Roman Griffin here with this week's Roman review of Mistress of the Revolution by Catherine Delors. Before I press on, please note that this light is one of my lights just blue, and I might look dark on this side. I'm a very dark person, mysterious even. Anyhow, this would be the dark side of my moon. Anyhow, Catherine Delors, Mistress of the Revolution. I thought it was first I started to read it and I thought, oh boy, it's just it's chicklet in disguise. It's told from the first person point of view. Woman's name is Gabrielle Montserrat. Just before the French Revolution, she's growing up. Her mother is just wicked. Her mother slaps her in the face, treats her like shit. Her brother is really nice to her. However, he turns on her as well. She falls in love with a guy, and she can't marry this man because her mother and her brother forbid it. She marries this baron instead. The baron is just some sadistic guy. Who he beats her too. She does marry him. He beats her. She does have a child. Just the chick just gets her ass kicked the whole book. And I just thought, at first I thought, it's just this whole thing again with this arranged marriage. I'm supposed to feel sorry for her, blah, blah, blah. However, I did feel sorry for her. You feel for this character, poor Gabrielle. The shit that she goes through. The book is written very, 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 very well. It's not. It would have been so easy for Catherine Delors to go off and try to be flowery because it's like a classical piece, a timepiece, but she doesn't. She keeps it very real and she keeps it very simple. And I'm not calling it simple. It's very difficult to write like this because she held back on a lot. I'm sure she maybe had to rewrite a few times, but my point is that this truly is the way writing should be. This is what the art is all about, how she tells this story, how she makes you feel for Gabrielle. And the character is very, you get a feel for her. When she's afraid, you kind of cringe when you're reading it because you're afraid she's going to get hit. And then when she's trying to avoid eye contact with people, you feel her shame, you feel her fear, you feel her pain. I mean, it's really well done. It truly is. And it's a story that's been told, hundreds, thousands of times, but not like this, though. I mean, she does such a good job writing this book, and everything adds up, and it really is good. I mean, I know it's about how women are treated in France in the late 1700s, but mid to late 1700s, and it really, I guess you could consider it chick lit. I don't know, but it really is good though. It's fantastic. I mean, I can't say enough of too many. I mean, it's just good. I can't help but say that. I'll say it again. It's good. If you're not into classical literature, the book doesn't start out like a house on fire. It keeps you going though. It plugs along. It's not a microwave approach like a lot of writers use. It's just this slow burning, fire that just keeps it just roasts you, it gets you in. She sucks you into this story and she keeps you in this story. And here's how she does it though. Very, 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 I don't know how to put it, but here's just an example. We passed the jail La Force, it could be La Force, forgive my French, I don't speak it. 200 years earlier, explained Chevalier, it had been one of the most magnificent dwellings in Paris, and now it was degraded to the rank of debtor's prison. Little did I guess that the part it would play in my life only a few years later. See, now, she's telling it from the first person point of view. Now, when she says something like this, now you're saying, as opposed to everybody else relying on their book jackets to as a timeline for the story, she lays out these little things like this that keep you reading. You sit there and go, holy shit. She goes to prison 2 years from this point in the story. So you keep reading to find out exactly how does she land in prison. Here's another one. I fell in love with Paris. Indeed, I am still under its thrall, in spite of these 20 years of exile. Now she's saying she's exiled from Paris. So now you want to read more. Now you want to find, first you find she goes, and these are spaced out. They're kind of close together. First you sit there and you want to know why she went to prison. And then you want to know, you keep reading because you want to know why she's exiled. These are the little things that good writers do. I cannot point, when a story is well told like this one is, and well written like this one is, it's very hard for me to stand here and say, okay, this is why it's good. As opposed to when I always say, here's why this book sucks. It's very easy to point that out. However, when something is well done, I think it's more of a cumulative effect like she has here. It's just these little things that she does well. The woman, Catherine Delors, is French, and born and raised in France. She lives in the United States now. That's irrelevant. But she uses a lot of French terms that were from that period of time, like just catchphrases and sayings. However, what she does is she explains them to you. She translates the sayings to you. Like she tells you what they mean. A lot of writers just leave you hanging as almost like saying, oh, look, I know all these cool old French terms. Aren't I the shit? Catherine here explains them to you, so she keeps you in the story. You're never alienated.